lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
I hope everyone's doing good tonight. We see everybody down in chat. I see Eliza, Dree, Stars, Archangel, Fox Mulder. Oh, I love Ulta. Ert. I just love that she changed it back to Ert. I really do. Georgette, Mocha, probably going to repeat. Hey, Ryan, how are you tonight? All right. Hey, Joyce. Listen, guys, it has been a freaking day. You know, I was hoping that Monday would be just a little bit calmer. Or, yeah, today's Monday, right?
It
Just
is all day
another
long.
manic Monday.
Oh, boy, it was manic, all right. I would say that. Most definitely a little bit manic. So, you know.
Shouty's here.
What'd you say?
Shouty. Or she
Shouty,
was in the
what?
beginning. I don't know if she's still here.
Wow.
Make yourself
Shouty,
known, Shouty.
You mean we'll sing it until you hear? We make sure. Oh, shorty, what it is, shorty, what it is. All right. Well, that's her jam. We got you your jam. All right. Well, you know, like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. I know this morning. I tell you what. We'll try to be nice here. I got up, you know, I had the grandbabies. It's been a long day for me, guys. It's been long. I had the grandbabies yesterday because my daughter had her hand surgery this morning. And, you know, so I had 3 little ones, well, 2 toddlers and a 6-month-old. So I'm tired. So I might get a little more. My lips might flap a little bit more than usual. You know, get a
Oh,
little freer
Lord.
with it. I know. I know. But
You've been
don't say you
warned,
didn't ask.
people. You've been warned.
I'm going to sit here very quietly and wait my turn.
Okay. Well, we will start this out. Got up and, dealing with the kids, doing this and that. And, as they're watching their shows and playing and running around the house, doing whatever they want to do. I said, oh, wait a second, Dictum's Live. It'll give me something to kind of listen to. Because I love my grandbabies, but they're not real good conversationalists. So I thought I'll listen to this. And I've seen Toy Story before many times. And I'm just like, oh, Dictum's on. I'll dip in there and say hello. Well, lo and behold, I get in there. She's running us through the mud. Running us through the mud. I said, what is going on here? Dictum, I'm going to tell you now, sweetheart, when somebody says you're a flip-flopper, it's not necessarily what you're thinking it is. Let me help you out with this. When you go in your white knighting for someone and then you flip it and you white knight for somebody else because it suits your needs better at the time, that's flip-flopping. It don't mean that you're in one channel and then in another channel. It has multiple meanings to it. Either way. Your live this morning, Dictum, was very interesting and very telling. Extremely telling.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the first things we'll start out right out the gate with, just the first thing. We'll go with the first one of Levi's getting too much heat for this.
The fuck?
Yeah. Go to the app. Man, I flipped that shit.
I was driving home listening. My husband was in a car with me. And when I heard that, I literally screamed, what? I said, I was joking. I just told the girls before we went live. That's the first time I ever actually screamed about something on YouTube. Actually screamed, what?
I could not believe I heard that. I could not believe it.
Jenna, can you get closer to the mic?
I'm brushing my teeth.
I don't know if I should say this. How can he be getting too much fucking heat? Levid, I used to respect you.
He's a predator.
No matter what everybody said about you, I never had a problem with you. But let me tell you something. Getting too much heat. I mean, character shows if you're collecting all these pictures of women on YouTube, okay? That's questionable to begin with. All right. But you are the only fucking person that Jenna sent the photos to, and how did everybody else get them? So how is it that he's getting too much heat when he's a disgusting pig who, for being pissed off, said, ha ha, look at these photos I got, and then people ran with it.
Held on to them for how long?
What, almost 3 years? 3 years?
3 years. Yeah. Yeah.
So how are people going too much after Levid when Levid has barely been brought up? He literally has been barely brought up. So to say, oh my God, when I heard that, my mind was blown. So Levid, shame on you, sick fuck. I'm in a mood.
And shame on you, Dictum.
Oh,
for
I have
saying
one
that.
victim, but I said I was waiting my turn. But once I get started, I have
No, you're fine. Well,
I
here's
just
the
want to
thing.
ask Victim, has she ever been the victim of, oh, Jen, I don't like that word, but on the receiving end of something such as what's happened to Jenna? I mean, you have no clue. And if you had, you would never say that.
I'm sorry for bringing it up, Jenna, when you're up there, honey.
Disgusting.
No, that's what I came up here for.
Mm-hmm. But I'll say this.
I wanted to go live. Shiny had taught me how to go live.
You did a few lives going at Levi for doing that. Do you remember that, Dictum? Do you remember that? You were hardcore against it at that point.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
That's called flip-flopping.
Wait a minute. Could somebody please message Dictum? Since tonight is off a courtesy for Dictum, maybe she would like to come in because I have a few questions for her and I would like her to be here to be able to answer them.
I think we all do.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said she was too scared. She would not jump on a panel with us.
We're not
I'm
asking
not
to jump on
gonna
a panel. She can come and chat and answer questions.
She
Come
said
on,
she would be
Dictum,
too
tonight's for
scared.
you.
She couldn't have done. Was it too scared? What the hell? Oh, okay. Whatever.
I'm sure one of her supporters are listening. Please message her right now.
Oh, I'm sure she's listening.
I'm sure she is. So you make sure you get every single one of our words correctly and don't misinterpret them or read too much into them in your little pea brain there.
Oh Lord, it's going to be hardcore because this is vicious attacking witch hunt. Okay. Now I asked you a specific question there, Dictum, in your live today when I, moseyed on in there to support you. You had stars comments up on screen. Only hers. Only hers. But yet you weren't playing what they coincided with. You didn't put anybody else's comments up there, just hers. And you said that those were so hurtful. Did you read the comments? I'm not really sure what was so hurtful about them, but that's your opinion. I guess they really seem to really hurt your feelings somehow. Now, I asked you, is that the only ones you're showing, or are you going to show all of chat? What did you do, Dictum? Did you show chat? No. What you did was you went back and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good point, blah, blah, blah. And you started playing the live right at a point where I'm going and I'm saying, you know what, this is really Levi, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Right? But you still only would show stars. What was it in there? I would love to know what upset you so bad that she had said. Because I was reading it. And I'm kind of confused as to how that would have been so hurtful. Now, you want to sit here and say that it was a witch hunt. No, it wasn't a witch hunt. We were reviewing one of Ziggy's old videos from 2.5 years ago to point out Levi's repetitive behavior. Apparently, that was too much for you. You didn't like it. You went on and on and on about this whole bullshit of the stuff wasn't in order. You're absolutely right. And Ziggy did say it was not in order. However, the screenshot that we were focusing on from the Discord, which might I add, Frosty there did admit that yes, she'd have to go pull it up and see all the unredacted parts. So don't sit here and accuse Iris of falsifying the Discord. And look, that was a really stupid move, Dictum. That was so. Look, you know what? I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the Discord. She wasn't. She was talking about another. We'll get to that one in a minute. That was a whole other one that you tried. Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. See, there's so much shit that just came out of there this morning. I'm just like, what the hell,
Hey, everybody coming in. Sorry we haven't spoke to everybody.
Hey, everybody, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey guys. Hey. You sat there. Give me a second here because now y'all sitting here telling me to say hi to people. You're getting discombobulated. I'm on a look.
No, you're good.
Victim, you sat there saying Levi doesn't get enough heat for he's getting too much heat for this, right? Too much heat for this bullshit that he's done. Then you sit there and you're accusing people of falsifying info, that it's a fake. We'll get, you know what? I'm going to hold off because, like I said, if I get to that right now, it's going to be on a whole other tangent. But don't let me forget to get back to that whole falsification bullshit because there's a whole lot of people that got some. Iris, you've been busy creating fake messages for everybody out there, right? You're muted.
You muted,
not
woman.
She ain't talking to us though.
Iris.
Yeah, I was talking to y'all. I was like, hold on a minute. I was trying to say hi, Dilly Whoopoo. Hi, Dilly Whoopoo. I miss you. I thought you were upset with me. So, anyways, oh yeah. So, can I show you what I was going to show them about my fake photo?
Sure.
Hold on, let me get in there. First, let me say dictum. All right. Yeah, I did go on your live and I said hi. Okay. I didn't stay around. I don't know. I heard you saying something about Ziggy. I did see up on the screen so some of Star's comments. I didn't really understand what it meant. And I left. Okay. But if you're going to bring up my name, have the balls to do it while I'm in the chat. Okay. I was in the chat before that because I would have said something. Okay. But you had a perfect opportunity when I was in there. All right. You could have questioned me about it. We could have fixed that situation right away because I would have hopped my ass right up on the panel and showed you proof. All right. I think I'm not everybody's cup of tea on here, but most people know I don't lie. I'm not saying I've never lied. Nobody's perfect. Everybody lies at some point, but I'm a pretty honest person. All right. So, I'm not going to lie. I sat up here and said I felt guilty sharing them because I don't usually do things like that, but what's right is right. Right. So I'm going to show you the whole conversation between me and Queen OG. Okay. And I pulled it up right here. Okay. This is in private message. Okay. By the way, this part is in private messages, I should say. All right. So here's here from me before and a past. Wait, I might have to put it up. I'm showing you on my phone. I mean, I did take screenshots, but I'm showing you on my phone because I want you to see it in real time. All right. And so, dictum, when you want to go back and critique every little thing, you can do it yourself, crop it, and enlarge it. Okay. Can you put me on full screen for a minute, Shiny?
I did, but people got to stop. Don't hit the messages for a second, okay?
All right. So here's this. Okay. Look, when you scroll up, I want to see if I can do it loud so you guys can read it later. All right. I don't think you guys want me to read it again because I read it before. Here's her photo. Let me see if I can click on this photo. Now, look. See this photo? If you enlarge it, you can tell that she took it. See the lines going through the photo? You can see that she took that picture with her cell phone, either at the computer screen or the TV. Because if y'all can go try that right now. Dictum, you can go try that too.
Those are called pixels.
Yes. So this definitely came from her. See, that picture definitely came from her with this message and asking me not to share it with anybody. All right. And I'm going to share it if it's fake as fuck because everybody deserves to know. Sorry for my mouth. I cuss a lot when I'm upset. All right. So let's scroll up a little more. Hold on. Scroll up. Jesus, scroll up, phone. See? These are the messages. These are the messages. These are the messages. I do reply to her. I tell her, this pic is not you, OG. I said, all you're doing is looking like a fool. Please stop. This is insane. Please, for your own mental health, please get help. If you need someone to talk to, I would listen, but I can't handle lying. That was my response to her. All right. Of course, she messages more. She messages, oh, yeah, this one was from today. Look at his book. You know what? My ADD brain is not going to sit there and read this whole entire thing. I only skimmed it. Oh, wait, this is my message to her today. I said, oh my God, OG, stop. I said, you're crazy. Please get help. If you're going through something, I would talk to you and be your support, but bullshit and lies does not work for me. And then I gave my phone number. Look at, y'all can have my number now. Look at. All right. So that shows that I did not lie. I did not lie. I did not fake a goddamn photo. I didn't fake that. Why would I fake that? What would be my purpose?
Besides that, Just Dawn says that she has that photo from Queen OG and has had it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So the whole point is you're talking about all these receipts and blah, blah, blah going on. before you insinuate or try to accuse anybody, get your own receipts or flat out ask, hey, where did that come from? I would show it. Anybody who knows me enough knows that I don't play games like this. I don't. And I'm pretty blunt. So I either come across as a bitch or nice. I don't know. I don't really have an in between, I don't think. But I'm so disgusted when I heard that you insinuated I faked it. What would be the reason for me to fake it? What would be the reason for me to have fake rage up here? Okay, because that would you sitting. If I faked it, it means it's fake rage too, right? Or at the end of the live, starting to cry and want to hurry up and get off. Why? Because I was triggered by what you did. So what would be the purpose of me faking anything? Be careful what you accuse people of, because that's bullshit. That's why I want you in here so I can ask you exactly what your reasoning and thought behind that was. All right? I don't know. I have a lot more to say, but I think I vented enough for now. And my daughter brought me in some chips and dip, so I'm going to mute for a minute so I can eat them. It probably helped keep me quiet.
You're good. Jenna, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, I do. Charlie girl, did you pull that up?
Well, honey.
Look in the back chat.
Oh,
Oh, wait, while you pull up, I do have one more thing. My topic, I did not want to even talk about OG anymore. I am so burnt out with her. It's not even funny. So, OG, I know you're going to come back because your narcissistic ass is going to want to come back and listen to this. Stop messaging me. Stop it. I don't want to read your books. I don't want to read your fake shit. Stop messaging me. I really do hope that you get the help that you need. I really, truly do. But you're on a fucking crazy train right now. Leave me the hell alone. All right.
okay, give me just a second.
Sorry for being rude, y'all.
Yeah, Soup. I think a lot of people are getting emails and messages. A lot of people. Anybody know anybody's husband who would message that many strangers with that much detail? Oh yeah, Stars. She's messaging her. Sure is.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll point
Pretending
out,
she's her husband and saying that she's angry with me now, or her husband's angry with me now, and hopes that I go through the same thing she's going through right now.
yeah, see? No one's husband's doing that. I'm telling you. Yeah, exactly, Georgette. Or upload a video, unprivatize a video on their YouTube, upload shit on TikTok, change their name on TikTok, delete a Discord. Boy, oh boy. Your husband's gotten real savvy, hasn't he? Real savvy for somebody who doesn't do any of this,
I'll read the
YouTube.
messages later if y'all want to hear them, but
Oh yeah, she's sick, Stars. She is. She needs some help. Oh, she probably just hit it. She could have hit it. Discord's gone. The channel's gone. Discord's probably deleted. The channel's probably just hidden. She'll be back.
yeah, I have a
But,
question.
Hmm.
If her husband doesn't know how to do the social media and happen to find her Discord and doesn't know how to work it, how did he delete the Discord?
Exactly.
Because at first I thought she deleted me. I didn't realize she deleted the whole entire Discord.
And how would her kids know her TikTok stuff to change her name and stuff on there? Yeah, and just on that was your time, correct?
As soon as Charlie girl plays it, then I'll say what I need to say and I'm gonna get down.
Yeah, I hope she gets the help she needs too. I really do.
We all do. I mean, I know I sound angry right now because I am. That doesn't mean you want anything bad on anybody. I would never wish anybody illness like she wished me, but
All right, I got it. Y'all let me know if it's cutting out or anything.
Darn it. No, I don't know. It went all over the place. But it went all over the place. And the thing is you can't blame. It's not reasonable. This is the same, or to me, it's the same. Do we blame the parents of serial killers? Is it their fault that they went out and killed people? Is it their parents' fault? What about, if someone's kid gets caught driving drunk and they kill someone? Is it the parents' fault? They knew their kids drove cars, right? So, yeah, I can't handle it. I cannot handle being gaslighted. I can't. I get triggered. I get triggered when people try to gaslight me. And, I really like going over to this channel. I don't feel like I can go over there anymore. I don't. And it's not to be mean or anything like that. I just feel, to me, gaslighting feels like an attack. That's the way it feels. It feels like I'm being attacked. It feels like I was attacked in that channel. And I was. It was misrepresented. It was put out of context. It was out of order. And I think it was a witch hunt. And look at all these different ways. I've shown all these different ways that people can be manipulated into believing something. I even showed things where freaking Ziggy herself lied about what was going on. She straight up said that Purple told her that Frosty was doing something she wasn't. It was a lie. Ziggy presented it as evidence against Frosty. I mean, how much? I just found that one, and it didn't even take me 5 minutes. I just blonked right in the middle of it live, and there it was. So how much else is there? How many little tiny things? You see, that's the thing here about a lie, is a good lie has little bits of truth sprinkled throughout. So, I guess it's up to folks, do you want to go all the way back to the beginning and try to sort it out from there? Or do you just want to maybe stop being hostile and look at consistency? And there are people that dislike me, like Ert. They dislike me for whatever reason, and they only hear things in a certain way when it comes to me. That's fine. And maybe that's just the case of what's going on here. But this was a lie. Everything that happened in that part.
Oh, she just privated it, y'all.
Oh, well, we still have it.
That's okay because
Private
I
it all
have a
you
clip.
want. We've
Nope,
got
I
it.
got a
It's
clip.
recorded.
Hold on a
Dictum,
minute.
it's recorded.
Let me jump off here and I'll put it in our chat. I'll be right back up.
Okay. All right.
Listen, Dictum, I got it clipped, honey, because what you said is very disgusting.
I got the whole recording. So go on, Dictum. What you have to backtrack now? You just too afraid of what you said and put out there? Somebody's calling you out on it and now you're getting pissed off? Really? Man, there you go. That's a flip-flopping thing right there. You were woman enough to say it, but now you're not woman enough to answer up for it, right? Have somebody talk about it and say, hey, why are you saying this?
We can't hear
You're
you,
muted.
honey.
Yeah,
Iris.
no, she going off.
Well, she was
Damn it.
using sign language and everything.
Everything.
No, it was
And what I was
good.
saying was, is like dictum, you know, this day and age, as soon as you go live, it doesn't matter if you're private or not. Somebody's already hit that record button when they got their phone there taking screenshots. So that
Mm-hmm.
to me, that's just silly. Don't worry. We have backup options plus backup options. So it's all good. And dictum, that just shows that I know that you're listening. And I'm very happy that you are. Could you please come in here? And look, honestly, I'm really confused, and I know some of us have some questions. I won't be rude and disrespectful.
Yeah, and
If you
I'm
come
not
up
going
and
to say
chat.
anything to her, so she don't have to worry about me.
No, I am because I'm really want
I'm
to
just saying
know
if
where
she's
she gets
worried
some of
that
this.
we're going to like bombard her, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. No, I know I have questions for her, and I know Shining does. We have different questions for different things. But I want to know where she got in the little brain there that I might have, faked a message. That's why I showed in case you missed it, dictum, you can rewind. Okay. I showed my
Right.
phone in Discord, showed every single message, show the photo right in order where OG sent it to me. So you can go back if you want to listen. I mean, read the whole entire chat between us. You can. So it's just your job to put the work in.
Well, Iris, I'm thinking now, this just hit me. I remember there were speculations about her putting some fake ass shit out there. Do you remember that? This was a while back.
I don't remember. Maybe I don't know. I would have to have my memory fresh. The thing is, this is YouTube. So much stuff happens on a daily basis. It's really hard to keep up sometimes till somebody refreshes your memory. I know I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you created that and it was fake, boy, you were creating all kinds of fake shit for a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. And dictum, you could sit there and say that you were so hurt. I'm not sure why this was about you at all. I mean, it was a review of Ziggy's channel. And everything on that one screenshot, because if you didn't follow it, which I mean, I understand you got confused, right? Because they weren't in order. She said they weren't in order. What was in order was the one screenshot we were focusing on that said, yes, you knew about the nudes. That's the one. The date and the times flow perfectly on there. They're beautifully listed. Nothing was out of order. You make it sound like somebody chopped that shit up and put it all over the place. No, they absolutely did not. So if you want, the live is still up. You can go back and review it yet again. Maybe if you stop pulling up chat and just looking at certain people's comments, maybe you wouldn't get so confused. Because you were focused on one person. And, I was reading those and they hurt your feelings so bad you started crying. And I was like, what is in there that is so hurtful? I don't get it. Somebody had an opinion. They asked some questions. You didn't like it. Oh, well. And you want to sit here and accuse my chat of attacking someone. They absolutely did not. So do not go and accuse anybody who's in here in this chat. Let me tell you what. You know what? Most of the time, I don't worry about it. Because everybody in here knows as long as you're respectful, you can stick around. You have your opinion. You are free to that opinion. We all are. It may not be that you like someone's opinion, but we all have the right to say what our opinion is. If you don't like it, don't come in here. Do not watch. Not one person was rude or out of line. They stated their opinions. You didn't like them. That's a you problem.
I
And
put
your
the
little
link in the
thing,
chat for Jenna.
yeah, see, she made it up and made it later on. Soup knows what I'm talking about. I think so. Of course, that's probably going to be attacking in a witch hunt. Victim. There was no freaking witch hunt. Go back and look at the beginning. There was no witch hunt. People were commenting. They were saying this, that, and the other. Frosty's the one who had to come in 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row. And the second night, she actually had to jump on panel and thought she was going to waterboard me, and that wasn't going to happen. You're not doing it. You're not going to come in and take over the panel. You don't like that? Oh, well. You say we were sitting there talking over each other, this, that, and the other. You know what? When you want to keep blabbing your mouth and running over the same thing and trying to bullshit people, I am going to step up and continue to talk. That's the way it goes. Again, if you don't like that, your problem, not mine. For the most part, I try to be a very fair person. I really do. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit here and have somebody bullshit and spread a bunch of crap everywhere. Absolutely not.
And maybe we should clarify too that the whole subject really wasn't about Frosty. She wasn't she's the one that did most of the talking, so obviously she was going to be brought up in the conversation on the panel or in chat. Really, the topic was pointing out about Levitt. Right? Am I correct?
Yes,
Yep.
correct. Dictum even played that after I asked her, is she highlighting anybody else's conversation or just Stars? Because Stars was the one she was really fixated on. And I'm just kind of like, what was in there? I mean, it's there. You can see it. I think I actually screenshotted it because I was like, I'm going to read over these because I don't know how long it's going to be up on screen. And I really don't want to have to rewind and watch any of this crap. And you can sit there and go, oh, they're going to come after me. No, we're not coming after you, but we're going to call it out and say, hey, this is bullshit. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. I read over I said, what in the world is so hurtful about this? Not really sure. Yeah, I guess she's obsessed with you, Stars. She really kind of made it seem like it, you know. Yeah, she windmilled for him. She was still trying to windmill for him coming up on panel. Still saying, oh, well, if this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, well, if you already knew. And look, she's going to sit there and say in one breath that she didn't know that he had the nudes, but then turn around and say, oh, well, I think we were talking about Jenna's nudes at that point. What? I told him to delete those 2.5 years ago. He was supposed to delete them. Right there, you knew he had them. But yet you came in saying, I don't know anything about that. Don't come in here lying and think that you're not going to be caught on it. Don't come over here trying to spread some bullshit, misinformation, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. You came in and you said, I don't know anything about the nudes. But because you just had to insert yourself and really make it about you, Frosty, even come on panel to tell your side, again, when you're not being truthful, you let shit out of the bag. Seems to be a lot of that around this whole situation, doesn't it? Seems to be a lot of that happening. Oh, Lord. Oh, and the other thing I'd like to know, I did catch, like I said, I didn't hear all of it because I had the grandbabies, but I did catch you say something, did come about, I was in the chat. I went back and I reviewed that. I didn't see me in there in Ziggy's chat at all. If you could please let me know and highlight that and let me know where I was and what I was saying, I'd appreciate it because I really don't remember that live. If I was in there, definitely didn't see where I was in there. Maybe yet I missed it again. Because I sure as hell know you ain't trying to mix me up with somebody else. Kind of hard to miss that long Coffee Talk with Shining Survivors. That's a pretty long name. And I can promise you I never had a wrench in Ziggy's. Ever. You back.
Did Charlie girl?
Yeah.
I don't.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Eliza says it is in order. They are out of order. The Discord conversation, it's not, they're different Discord conversations that are chopped up into little pieces. And, and I'll be honest, I have no idea. I was not in the Ziggy Discord, okay? I am limited in my knowledge about the Ziggy Discord. I am looking at what's on my screen. Everybody thinks I know all this stuff. I don't. I wasn't in there. So, people are saying that it's in order. And it's not. It's not in order. It was out of order. That was true. There's also the situation with, how much control someone has over someone else. If we're going to use this logic, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Stars. I mean, Stars doesn't like me anyway. So, math is the math thing. I feel like Levitt isn't getting the heat that he deserves. No, actually, he's getting too much heat. That's what I think. I think this is
Bullshit.
the source of this whole problem with Jenna is Purple. But anyway,
Okay, can you stop that right there, please?
Yeah, too much heat.
Yeah.
Liza says it
I
is
just-
in
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I just want to say this. Levitt isn't getting enough heat. Levitt is the reason why all this has begun. That's why everyone had my pictures. And I don't have to sit up here. I don't have to fight my case with nobody. I don't have to do that. And I'm not going to do that. But for anybody to say that a person, a predator, is getting too much heat, that's sick and disgusting. I don't care if that's your friend or not. I appreciate people who have apologized. I appreciate Frosty. She apologized. I appreciate Dictum for sending me stuff. I honestly do.
Well, I'd like to take a moment to point out, Dictum, how the fuck does Purple have anything to do with the other 4 victims that were mentioned on Ziggy's? Please, enlighten us, Dictum. Enlighten us how Purple has anything to do with that.
Wait, how's it Purple's fault that Levitt sent out private pictures? How's that Purple's fault? The original, I'm not saying, I'm just saying at the beginning, how's it Purple's fault that Levitt got pictures, private pictures, just for him, and he did not have permission to pass them around? How is that Purple's fault for Levitt's actions? That's 2 different scenarios and situations there.
Yeah, and how is it Purple's fault the other 4 people that he sent unsolicited pics to and inappropriate conversation to?
Yeah.
Please, I would love to know. Seems how the point was to show Levi's repulsive behavior repetitively.
Yeah, because this whole situation turned into a big maze, a big scrambled mess, but there's still a beginning. And that beginning was Levi.
It sure was. And I hope in the end, Dictum, I don't know if you took up for him because of Frosty. I don't know. I hope that y'all are still there rooting him on at the very end. Because he's going to need y'all. Because I'm telling you, with every inch of my being, I will not stop. So he can run, he can hide all he wants to. He can have people like y'all saying, "Oh, he's getting too much heat." Well, how did these other people that was on platforms in chat sharing my photos? Where did they get it from? They just didn't pop up out of thin air.
Well, it wasn't just yours either, Jenna. There was another woman he did the same kind of shit to. There absolutely was.
Right. And I don't know if she done what she needs to do about that, and I pray she does. I pray she does. But I can promise you this, I'm not going to give up.
I said I wasn't going to say anything, but she's not up here, so I do have a question. Dictum, please explain what you mean by Levitt is getting too much heat for this. I would like an explanation for that.
I
I
would like to know
also,
too.
yeah, and I also want to know, honestly, does anybody in this chat feel like Levid is getting too much attention? Because for the most part, Levid's name has
no.
never really been mentioned.
It gets mentioned. Yeah, it gets mentioned.
Mentioned, but
Yeah,
nobody's really said anything.
and I think that's what the thing was when there was a miscommunication of the reason why Shining and Charlie Girl was covering the the lives from on Ziggy's panel 2 years ago, right? Nobody understood why that was being showed. It was to show Levitt's behavior of how he constantly does this to women, and it's sick.
Can you
I'm
highlight?
sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Can you highlight Eliza's comment? I'll just read it. It says he was offering to sell someone's nudes for $100.
Sure
Yeah.
Are
was.
you serious? That's against
Yeah,
Yeah.
law.
it was on the screenshot that they were showing.
Get the freak out of here.
The
I didn't see that.
conversation between him and Frosty.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anybody who
Which
has sent that man photos, please, please, please beware.
And Dictum said she could see herself saying something like that too. She did comment on that.
But he is getting too much heat. I don't think he's gotten enough.
Mm-mm. I don't think so either.
Rome
Not
wasn't
even.
built in a day. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain steps and protocols that have to be followed.
Too much
Oh
heat.
yes,
My
we Frosty Ewok said, "Hello everyone, I'm listening in the bushes. I would like to add a PSA that Frosty in quotation, in question, and I are not the same, entirely different people. Thank you kindly."
oh. Yes, yes. Most of us know they're different people, but I don't know.
But I can understand how that would be confusing.
True, true.
I have to say, we Frosty yesterday when you're up on 6 Up panel talking, you said a lot of things that other people were thinking. You just was able to word it a lot better, and thank you. I ended up, no offense, but it ended up being too emotional for me. I ended up having to click off, but your words were very moving.
Yes, I agree. I was listening. I listened. I just don't understand any of it. I mean, oh my goodness. So you manage to sit there and you take up for a predator. You seem to be very closed-minded because you're making this just about Jenna when you just missed the whole point of repetitive behavior. I guess you don't understand that. I don't know. That was the point. I'm not sure why you or Frosty would have an issue with either of that. Frosty was upset because she was included in on the things that Ziggy was reviewing. Well, that's on you. You put it in there, it's going to be reviewed. Well, there you go. And you coming over here, jumping on panel, trying to defend yourself, you let more out of the bag than I think you had thought you would. You literally came in chat saying you had no idea about any news. But you did. And that was the whole point of that screenshot. You absolutely knew about it. Then you jump on panel. Because, oh my God, somebody can't say anything. Woo, you know. It was a witch hunt. Seems how you came into the witch's cauldron there, right? You jumped right into that cauldron. Seems how it's just so horrible. And what I see that as is you were up here trying to get the attention off of old Levi for his grotesque behavior.
And I'm
Why
sorry I
that
felt
was.
that. For her to say the things, if I sent them to him, if, yeah, and someone else, I know who I sent my pictures to. There's no doubt, question. I might lose my mind every now and then. But yeah.
And that is your business between two consenting adults at that time.
And I'm sorry, I cannot tell Shining nor Charlie Girl nor Iris what they can and cannot talk about. When I came up on the panel, I did not go off on Frosty. I can't tell them how to run their show. I can't do that.
Yeah, each one of us have our own opinions on different situations, and we don't always agree. We do give each other advice, whether we listen to it or not is two different things, but nobody tells anybody what to do.
And that's everybody in this chat right now has their own opinion, and they are allowed to have that, you know.
Yeah, like I said, I've always tried to be fair. I've always tried to hear people out. I may not ever agree with them, but we're all entitled to it as long as you come in and say it respectfully. That's all I ask.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's
If you
no
don't
way,
like
as big as this community is, I'm not saying this channel, I'm talking about our community in general, that people are not going to have difference of opinion. It's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
People have
You
different
just
life experiences. People have different thought processes. So there's no way that everybody's going to like everybody, that everybody's going to agree with everything everybody said. It's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to support different people.
Absolutely. And it's just very important that you respect each other and each other's opinions.
Exactly.
Because if you don't, and you know what here, Dickam, you know, you want to whine and cry about not having friends, right? You're like, there was no shining survivors when I left Purples. Because of shit like this is probably why you don't. You don't understand that people are not going to have, you are not going to agree 100% with anybody. And look what you've done. You know, you don't agree with something, so instead of just saying, hey, I don't agree, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one out. No, you okay, you do you. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, by sitting here telling me that I should have shut it down, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but you don't sit here and tell me to shut something down. You were hoping Jenny would jump by here and tell us to stop it.
And I'm not going to do that regardless, because what they were doing was of a great cause.
That's trying to shut somebody up and silence somebody. And Dick, and you know, you've been around enough, you ought to know I'm not one who's going to be silenced. I've said it before. If you try to shut me up, shut me down, you're going to hear me even more.
Absolutely.
That's just ridiculous. Why are you trying to silence people? What your goal is, right? Did I go in your chat and tell you to stop it? Did I say anything to you about shutting your channel down? That should have never happened. You even went as far as to say that Frosty shouldn't have been up on panel.
What? Well, then we could go
Mhm.
as far as say is, Dictum, mind your business. Mind your business because it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, she's like, that shouldn't have happened. You should have stopped it and blah, 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 blah,
How
blah.
is it? Yeah, how's it okay? Dictum can have an opinion, but nobody else can. And Dictum, you really did miss the buck today. I'm wondering if I'm curious, so you can answer this question too. Is that why you privated a live or hit it, whatever it is that you did earlier? Did you come to realization that some of the things you're saying was not proven, was not true receipts? Because you talked a lot about other people up there, but you did exact same thing today. You did exact same thing. And if you think that people up here should keep their mouth shut and Frosty shouldn't come up here, Jenna should or should not have said this or that, or whatever the case is, you're butting your nose and nothing that has to do with you at all. So how are you to tell somebody else they shouldn't have an opinion? Maybe you shouldn't have an opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. What she was saying was not accurate.
Well, she wants to sit there and complain about people being redacted out of a conversation, right? Because Ziggy did redact certain things out of the Discord because she was highlighting Levi and Frosty for whatever reason. I don't know. Um, but yet you sat there and went and just pulled up certain people in chat. So you went and you pulled up, there was 2 people on there. Then you went and you pulled up just stars, just her conversation.
Yeah, so they don't have context either then.
Absolutely not.
Not full
Because
context.
those were comments throughout the live. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't just like a minute section or a 2-minute section,
Yeah.
you know, and you had no context at all as to who she was talking to, what it was replying to, what else is being, you had nothing. But that's what you put up there.
And she said it herself just a minute ago on that clip. I wasn't around. I don't really know what went on. So what gives you the right to speak on it now?
Yeah. And let's talk about redacting things, okay? And people do that for different reasons. Like I said, none of you guys have seen them, but I did take screenshots, like I said the other day, out of OG's Discord. I sure did. First time ever I've done anything like that. And I did it because what she was saying was so outrageous, or her air quotes husband was saying, that I did take screenshots from the Discord. But let me tell you what I also did. I took out people that might have commented in between. And I did that for their own privacy, because I'm not out to call everybody out. I mean, nobody really said anything except for wishing her well or whatever. But for a privacy reason, my point was to show what OG said. And so sometimes redacting is to either get rid of something that had nothing to do with that conversation or to protect another party that might have been involved with the chat that you don't want other people going after them or just to keep their privacy. So there's reasons why other names or different things get redacted.
Yep. And that one clip was all we needed. That was, don't come in here and lie. Say you don't know about something when you do. And it's put out there.
Exactly, Liza. She says sometimes in Discord, some comments are a response to something much further up. Absolutely. So redacting those comments that don't apply makes sense. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's absolutely very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
And say that's flip flopping, and that you don't take a stand on something and say that you passionately disagree with something, and then turn around and say he's getting too much heat. That doesn't make sense. If you want to talk about confused, not following things, out of order. Well, wow, that's pretty out of order if you ask me.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so it sounds like not only did she misinformation today, that she was accusing other people of misinformation. She also was giving her opinion with stuff that had nothing to do with her at all, while she's telling other people what they should and shouldn't be doing. That's very contradicting.
Yeah, telling them to shut it up and shut it down, and accusing you of falsifying info. No, Dictum, that's up your aisle, honey. That's your thing. We don't need to falsify anything. Iris didn't need to falsify PayPal. She didn't need to falsify text messages from anybody. She didn't need to falsify anything from Discord.
That boggles my mind. It really does. And I was so hot when you went live because I literally just found about it shortly before, and I was going back listening to Dictum's live, even though she hit it. That's why I said, hide whatever you want, girl. You know, as soon as somebody goes live, the record button gets hit. So I was going back listening when you started your live. So I was already hot as hell.
Mm-hmm. And we do have a copy of it. So, way to go, Dictum. Way to go. It was very disappointing. But, yeah, there you have it. You know, just unreal. You think it's getting too much heat. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, I said it again, Dictum. Mm-mm-mm. We all have our little catchphrases we say, and that's one of mine.
Well, I'm pretty sure Dictum is probably going to make a video or go live or something because that's what she does. So I hope when you go back and listen to this Dictum that you answer our questions.
It would be nice, you know, answer up to some of that, yeah. And yeah, Stars, she did focus on you. I'm just wondering why. She said that was just the most hurtful.
I didn't understand it. Most hurtful towards who? Towards Dictum? Stars hurt Dictum?
Yeah.
What did Stars say about Dictum? Stars,
nothing.
what'd you do? What'd you do?
She said absolutely nothing about Dictum. That's why it was like, well, I'm
her
sorry.
life today was taken up for Frosty, and I can understand that because Frosty is her friend. You know, I completely understand that. But I think she's getting it.
But she literally only picked on Stars. There was other people that made comments too. It wasn't just Stars.
Yeah, she just searched Stars' name up. I didn't stay in there for the whole thing, and then I went back and watched it a little bit later on this evening, and I was like, I couldn't believe some of the things she said, and it was very shocking. I was in there at one point, you know, and then I had to go do some stuff, but I just don't get it. I do want to say this for you, Dictum. You said you're by yourself. Well, I'm by myself as well. I have these girls here, and that's it. I don't associate myself with really anybody. Okay, I do my own thing.
True.
I know people don't like me, and I'm okay with that. People have a right not to like me. People have that right. Everybody has their own thing of who they support and who they don't support. And I support these girls on who they support, and they support me on who I don't support.
And I gotta tell y'all, this gives you an indication. I know a lot of people, you know, Jenna had like the reputation of being a bulldog and stuff. I mean, for most part, there was a good reason for a little bit, right? No offense, Jenna, but you came out and said your opinion on things. Now, for the most part, though, Jenna really keeps to herself. And you're up on this panel. I mean, you guys in the chat listen to us up on a panel, and you can see who does most of the talking and who doesn't. Jenna is one of the quieter ones. I think me and Charlie Girl are definitely more the opinionated ones. Now, did I say Charlie Girl? I meant me and Shining.
Oh, Iris.
I meant me and Shining are definitely the more opinionated ones. And Charlie Girl is the level-headed one and checks everything out for us and makes sure we got it all correct.
And I also wanted to make this statement. She said something about a person that I'm not even going to mention his name because he's really irrelevant to me. Dictum, he may have been running his mouth about me, but that does not talk about my pictures the way Levi shared them, to who he shared them to, what they did on a platform. I don't care what anybody says about me.
Yeah, that is two different scenarios.
Yeah. So don't try to put them two together. Okay, I think I'm done talking. I think I'm gonna jump down. Thank you for having me up.
All right,
love you.
Shining.
Right,
Jenna?
back and forth a while ago, huh?
She called you Shining.
Who did?
Somebody did. Iris, did you say love you, Shining?
Who's on first?
Did I say Shining? I meant to say I love you, Jenna. I mean, I love you too, Shining, but Jenna's hopping off. I'm getting all your names messed up today. It's like yelling at my kids. You need to yell for one, you have
Don't
to
get
say 10
yourself
different
in too
names.
much trouble because for some reason I have to. Just because y'all say what y'all want to say, I tend to have to be the one to tell y'all to stop. And I'm not going to tell y'all to stop. Y'all are doing what y'all are doing. This is your show, and you're calling out bullshit. And I stand 100% behind it. I'm sorry they got butthurt
We don't
because
play
that
those
live wasn't
games.
caught up.
We don't play those
Levin's.
games in here.
Right. Love you too, take this tornado. And much
Like I
love to
said.
everybody myself that I do. I mean, I am fond of people. I just stay to myself. I mean, everybody knows I do. I don't bother nobody. I used to, but I don't now. All right, I'm gone, y'all. Y'all have fun. I'll be in the bushes.
Love you, Heifer.
Love you.
Love y'all too, heifers.
Love you. Was I allowed to say that, Iris? Was that too opinionated? Or?
I don't know. I think you're getting ready to cross the line there. My boss Shining.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I just hope one day you can come out of your shell.
I might. I don't know. I'm a little scared too. I mean, you keep telling me to go back in, so.
No, that's one thing I've never said. That's somebody else. That ain't me.
Oh. Well, Iris just said you keep us in check.
Oh, just the facts, ma'am.
Not really just to check. You fact checked for us and
Yeah.
make sure things are correct.
You better review this. Make sure. Yeah. Well, we, really try to do that before speaking on it.
Yeah.
Oh, shells are made to be cracked. See that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Oysters
I
over
said,
the.
oh, go on.
Oh, I'm done.
I wasn't going to say nothing important. All I was going to say was, as y'all can see, the ones who talk the most on here, the ones that talk the most in our chats. No, we take turns. I either talk a lot or I say nothing at all.
I'm kind of the same way, though.
All of us are. I mean,
We
there's
talk when
times
we have
we're all,
something to say.
yeah, and there's other times all of a sudden everybody stops talking because we're all doing our own thing, and then everybody's checking in. Hey, is anybody here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just doing this. Oh, okay. Check back in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can't make an omelet without cracking a shell. That's absolutely right.
Oh, hey, honey. Hey, Rondo.
I Oh gosh, Breach. Well, it could be. Little Volkswagen bus there.
I stole the crown from OG.
Oh, did you?
It's in my photo.
I
It says,
love it.
"Bitch, I'm queen. I'm a queen."
Oh.
No, it was already there anyway, so I seen it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, well, that's fitting."
Yeah. Well, I just hope, I really want her to get the help she needs, whatever help that is. She needs to get that help.
Most definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. And I don't really want
Because
to talk about her anymore unless something shockingly new comes up. But
Well,
there's really nothing else for us to say except repeat the same old stuff.
I just the only thing that I want to say about it is, people are criticizing how some of us are calling out the bullshit. If the bullshit hadn't been put out there, it would need to be called out. So there's that.
Yep.
well, and continually being put out.
Yes.
Like, this is borderline harassment.
Hmm.
Queen OG, you better tell your husband to stand down because he's kind of harassing people.
Yeah, who's the one doing the harassing? The thing is, think of it this way. So nobody likes us talking about it, and we just basically should have stayed hush, right? So what if we did? What if everybody did? And this little scam thing kept on going. Now, wouldn't you want somebody to let you know what's going on so you don't get emotionally manipulated?
And there's a lot of it going out there.
Yeah.
If nothing had been said, she would never have had to been in a coma.
Yeah. He said, "Why you doxing me, bro?"
She
I'll let
done
him
did
know
that a
that.
while back.
I asked him if he took the dogs out yet. He knows I don't like him taking
Who
off
let
the
the
dogs by himself.
dogs out?
Who? You know why Rhonda has a name? What does a fox say? Because she
Why?
Because you
knows I cannot stand that song.
What does a
Mhm.
fox say?
Don't get that in my head. That's what happens.
She
So
told
that's
us that
why,
one time.
yeah, that's why she has that as her name. That's why I call her Rhonda or Rondo. That's what we call her. Our family. My kids call her Rondo. So that's why she has a name. What does a fox say? It's really just to irritate me. Or we'll drive in a car, randomly pull it up on YouTube and start playing it.
He said, no, the kids call her Rhonda.
Yeah, Rondo.
Randa. Randa is what Mexican said.
Randa. Rob calls her Randa. The kids call her Rondo.
He's saying it backwards. I would never. She's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things. Rondo, Rhonda. What does the fox say? A lot of gasping moments out here.
I'm backwards. What do you mean I'm backwards?
He calls her Rondo.
Yeah, but you put in chat Rando, right? Well, I don't have my glasses on. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me
He said
scroll. Yeah.
Randa. Well, it says
Yes.
the kids call her Randa, and he calls her Rondo.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I'm gonna call her Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda.
Rhonda, RUNDU.
Runda.
Rhonda, Rhonda over there. Pick me that up. Well, I doubt Dictum will learn anything after that. She'll say it was all confusing, discombobulated.
Yeah. I'm probably going to hop down soon. Well, we're going to take the dogs for a walk, and I just been burnt out the past few days. So,
Look, Rhonda
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
kids are Randa, Rob is Rondo.
okay.
And her old boss called her Rhoda.
Rhoda.
Rhoda. Is that like Yoda? Rhoda. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
You had a free bag of Oreos this week. Are they double stuffed?
No, you gotta get mega stuff. Mega
Mexican,
stuff.
tell him to hit the like button. He said, wow, you have 96 in chat.
Yeah, we stopped talking crap, so it went down a little bit. It was more than that. It was over 100, 110, I thought I saw.
114, I saw.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
Yep. See?
watching those numbers, huh?
I shall do.
Well, hopefully, all of them, one of them can get the message back to Dictum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want the numbers back up, we can start picking on Rob. We can talk shit to him.
Well, he hadn't done nothing.
I know, but if you want the numbers up, I'm just saying I'm volunteering my husband.
But
He could be the target.
Jody said, I'm still here listening.
and we seem to accumulate a couple
Rob,
enemies here and there.
what is he typing?
There you go. The botot. The buttot.
You know, but
There you go.
talk. Around here we call it the butt tot. Get
The
it?
buttot.
Yeah.
Smash that black button. Smash it. That's what we say in the South.
So I live in Connecticut, and we had record high temperature for today. Not on my end of the state because I live in the hills, but in where the capital is, it was 85 degrees today. 85 in October for Connecticut. I know, Shining, it doesn't sound too shocking to you, but I'm pretty up north. That's pretty shocking. It's 104-year record it broke. I think the last one 108 years ago, 104 years ago was 82.
You used to
Wow.
have snow on the ground. Snow.
Yeah, so it was quite warm today.
That's a nice day right there.
Oh, you grew up in Connecticut? Connecticut's pretty, but too expensive to live in.
Thank you, Shorty. Shorty says she hit the like button for both her channels.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, at least have 2 thumbs up.
That's
Or a
right.
thumb up, thumb down, or
Well,
2
she
thumbs
didn't
down.
say that they were thumbs up. She just said she hit the button.
That's true.
That's why.
Oh, no.
That's why.
She said like button. She did.
Oh, she did. She wouldn't do us dirty like that. Now she might pull back when we say something she doesn't like. If we don't
Right.
seem to, she might go and take them like buttons back for the last 30 days.
No take backsies, woman.
See, she
Jody.
said, "Be nice, gonna take them back,
No,
honey."
she done said it. She's a
Hmm.
nice lady.
You better be nice to the girl.
I was. I thought about not being, but I was.
Look, I didn't want to be nice this morning, but I did. I was nice when I went into Dictum's live. I didn't want to be though. Just say nothing rude. She's scared. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Oh my goodness. I think the worst thing I said to Frosty was when she was kept trying to say I was putting words in her mouth, and I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not. These are my words coming out. Don't sit there and try to bullshit me. I don't think so."
Oh, New Britain and Bristol? I go to Bristol very often. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, don't give yourself away.
I do not live in Bristol, but I go there quite often, let's just say.
I'm talking about Bristol, Tennessee.
Yeah. I'll tell you why behind the scenes, Georgia, if you want to know, but I don't want to say it on here. Because I don't need it to be a place to get harassed.
Isn't that is that where they have the Bristol? That's where
I
they have
was
the
too,
races,
Rhonda.
right?
Yeah,
Huh?
Bristol, Tennessee. That was my first NASCAR race that I went to.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yep. It's a
Base.
that's right.
tiny track.
Everybody I know lives in Bristol.
Well, we got the what's the one in Alabama? Or no, it's Alabama, isn't it? What's that big one down south, Charlie girl?
What?
Talladega.
Talladega.
Where's Talladega? Yeah, I
Talladega
go by that one.
is Alabama?
Good night, you poor gal, honey.
Good
I
night.
thought. I don't know. I
Let
know
me
it's on
see.
the way now.
Let me see.
Good night. Good night, Yoper. Yoper gal. Yoper gal.
Youper. Youper.
Are you correcting how I speak?
I sure am.
Well, they should tell me to stop and shut up.
Yeah, it's Alabama.
Okay, I was gonna
Alabama.
say it. I've driven past it so many
Thank you,
times.
Amanda. They say
Talladega.
that Talladega, they get freaky out there in the
Really?
infield. In the infield.
Nuh-uh.
Well, just forget
Mm-mm.
I just forget I said
Oh.
that.
Just forget you said that.
Just
Okay.
forget I said that.
I'll remind you later.
This I'm talking about the after parties or
Well,
the pre parties, depending on what time of day it is.
mm, mm, mm.
So I
Look,
got
Mexican.
Mexican knows.
You're freaky after
Y'all
dark.
do.
I can tell you something funny. So my kids yesterday, my older kids, they're in their 20s. So, anyways, my son and daughter with a couple friends of theirs went to I don't know what kind of game, baseball, football, I don't know, some game in the state. Anyways, so they go to the game and they go early so they can tailgate. This is funny. So I know my daughter got a big block of cheese and 3 or 5 pounds. I don't remember. I know we have 3 pounds of bacon in our freezer right now, but I think she said 5 pounds. Anyways, they got eggs. They got all this food to have a tailgate party before the game, and they all forgot to get something to cook it in and utensils.
Oh no.
I'm like, with their kids, they never did it before, so they tried. They bought the food and didn't plan out too well that y'all actually got to cook it and have utensils.
Eliza, my husband worked for a NASCAR team. That was his dream job.
That is awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, my husband loved NASCAR. Love for many, many years.
Yeah. I'm ready to go back to a game or to a race. I hadn't wanted to, but I think I want to.
Take one of your sons or something with you so you don't have to go by yourself. It might be a little hard.
Yeah. Well, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they're big NASCAR fans too. So he worked
Nice.
for Bobby Hamilton.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
That's the first Mexican heard about that. How did he not know that? Oh, last one that was in Charlotte back in 2001. You remember that race where the tire went off, and went into the stands? Y'all remember that one?
Oh, I do remember
Which
that.
one?
Well, no, let me see what happens. One
711.
actually injured a bunch of people, though.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It was like national news, you know.
Yeah.
That was a while back, though.
Yes, Shorty, that counts. I tell you, there's nothing like being either in the pits or in the stands and then start up those cars. I mean, you
Mm.
feel it in your chest. It is amazing.
Yeah. I like
Boom,
the
boom, boom.
sounds if they go around the track when you're there in person. It's like zoom,
Yes.
zoom.
I
Rob
get
said,
that
Joey
every day.
tells me nothing. I'm just Iris's husband. Boy, you're like one of the girls. You're nosy as hell. What's that? What happened? What'd they say?
I
When
get
he
that.
heard that Levitt comment today, he said something too at the same time as I did.
I get that. I get that sensation with the grandbabies running around the house.
Yeah, right. Especially today because they seem like they were on fire today.
Yeah, they were all day. I'm telling you, man, all day yesterday and today. I was like, oh my gosh, where's your parents at? Oh, I gotta tell you, little man came home from school. I mean, I was done for y'all. I'm like a cooked goose, right? I'm tired. And he comes home and he's like, "Oh, Mama, I gotta take the trash out." I was like, "Oh, okay." Now he's only 8, okay. And I said, "Okay, but we gotta collect the trash first." She goes, "Yeah, I got it." So we get the bags out because we always just take the bags out and put a new bag in, all the little trash cans in the house. Well, he goes out, he gets the trash can. It's a big trash can, These aren't. It's the one with the 2 wheels on the back. You got to, it's the big thing. His little self took that all the way to the road. It's a pretty long driveway. He comes in. He tells me, he goes, "Mom, my teacher always tells me to never give up."
Oh.
Aw.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. And I said, "Okay, well, yeah." I tell you that too. He goes, "Yeah, you do." And he says, "Well," he says, "I was taking that trash can up the driveway and it fell over right on my foot."
Oh, Sam.
Well, he said, "I was working to get it off my foot and trying to get it back up." And he said, "And this car went by and this guy was smiling." And he goes, "All I could think is, not today, sir, not today."
Oh my gosh. Really. I
Oh, are you
swear,
serious?
and you guys don't even understand how long her driveway is. I swear it's a whole new road. They can name it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, his little self, he went out there, he did. He took it out there and da 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 da. And I was like, all right, okay. There you go, boy.
Too bad they don't say that young.
I know. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of, I like, you get older, the adult kids I have a lot of fun with. Teen years can be a little sketchy. Some of them it's really sketchy.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Dree said, "Is it safe? I had to excuse myself for a bit." What you mean? What's it safe for?
What'd you leave for? What'd you leave for?
She'll have to fill us in later. Star said possible. Yeah, I don't know.
We ain't talking
Yeah,
about nothing now right now, Drew, if that's what you mean.
it's safe. Yeah, we're good now. We're just chewing the fat now.
The funniest thing is, I don't remember exactly, so if you guys remember, it'd be good. I remember at the end of your driveway, the kids came running, screaming back, "There's a snake! There's a snake!" So I was like, "Oh, I'll go up there." I was going to go help save the day. Well, now Shine has a whole bunch of kids at her house. Only one of them's a girl. She's the one who took care of that snake. It was a baby snake too.
She said she ran back over it to make sure it was dead.
She sure did. Yeah. Yeah. The girl did on her bike. And then this one boy, I don't remember which one it is now. It's not the
12-year-old.
youngest one. It's the one, it's not the same age as twins. It's the one right above it.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. But it was that one. I forgot his name. But anyways, he was on run. He was one running his little ass off fast as he can. His feet were just going. It was so funny. I think that's the same day the chickens got out of the cage too. It was quite an eventful day that day.
I took care of it. I ran over it with my bike tire. She took care
Mhm.
of it.
I went over it again to make sure.
Yeah.
She was going to town. Her little self. She's not only you look. She's the second youngest because she was born first, but she's the littlest out of all of them. Little short thing. She's got her growth is kind of stunted right now. Like her brother's getting taller, and she's still down
Well,
there. You know.
yeah, she's going to be petite.
Yeah.
She's going to be taller.
Well, you know, she's like the shortest one in her class, like out of And I said, well, she said, no, there's one girl shorter than me. And I said, really? Is it because y'all were lined up? She goes, she wore heels. She was in second grade. She's wearing heels. I said, okay. Go, girl.
Right?
Oh yeah, honey.
But
They're baby snakes. I guess there was a whole bunch of them. They're little baby snakes.
I don't know. The one
A
ran
nope
over was,
rope is a nope rope.
I don't do snakes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do snakes, but I'm glad she is brave enough to get rid of it, you know? That's right, Eliza. She gonna be small too. I don't think she gonna get very big. She might be on the smaller side,
Mm-hmm.
height wise, you know. Well, no, the way she's going, my grandson who's 6 months old is gonna be taller than her in no time.
Aw.
You know, he's a big old boy, but she's just a little squirt.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, spritz up that toupee, Dree. Come on in.
Oh, you guys are too much. Look what I did when we were at the beach at the nature center. What did you do? I know you're terrified of snakes. Terrified. He will not go near them.
Ooh, Mexican?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm with him. You know, him and I are gonna
Me
have to race
too.
it away. You know, just don't trip over each other, okay?
His cousin used to have apartment below us. And the day she got a snake is the last day my husband ever went into her place.
Mm-hmm.
For all the years she had the snake. He never went back in ever again.
Nope.
We're like,
I
it's in
don't.
a cage. He's like, I don't care.
No, look, my daughter's friend, her best friend. Oh my God! I went over to pick her up, and her brother had snakes, which he had joined the military, so his dad was watching the snakes, right? And I just all of a sudden I froze, and I very quickly said, "Oh, gotta go." And I walked out because he had the cage open, and it wasn't no little itty bitty snake. You know those big, huge yellow and white ones?
Yep.
Oh,
Huge one?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big
I think those
old
are called Burmese python.
the yellow and white, whatever it is. Was
Yep.
slithering up. Oh gosh, I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. I almost couldn't even move for a second when I saw I gotta go. And I tailed it out of there. Thank the Lord. And he was just laughing. I was like, I don't think it's funny. I gotta go.
Yeah, that's kind
Mm-mm.
of how I am with bats. When it gets dusk and they come out, I'm running. And the thing is, I like bats and I think they're cute, just not flying in the air by me. I had one land in my hair when I was a kid, so ever since then, it's like
Oh,
a fear.
yeah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Ooh. Glad you didn't get bit by one because he turned into a vampire. Oh, that's why you like nights. Okay. Hmm. I might explain something there, Charlie girl. They say vampires don't have to sleep. Ooh, your daughter has snakes? Oh man, I can't.
Nope.
My mom was terrified of snakes as well. And my cousin, her husband got a snake. You should hear my mom. She cracked me up. She goes, what are they, crazy? He goes, "Oh no, that snake's gonna bite him. You watch." That cracked me up. And actually, she was right. The snake did end up biting him.
Oh
She
my
called
God.
it. Yeah. She was like, So you should not be having snakes in the house. Ooh. Live YouTube called Rattlesnake Cam for Colorado. No. Listen, I was working down south. This was years ago. And the kids and I were traveling and we stopped. We were just kind of sightseeing for the weekend, whatever it was. I don't know. It was summertime. And so we stopped at this, area and had little pathways, and we get out and it's all good. Well, this is like on the way to El Paso. Need I say more? Anybody who knows how Texas is, that direction is stay away. Okay. I see a sign. It says stay on the sidewalk. I was like, what? So then I read further. Because the scorpions and the rattlesnakes,
Ugh, no.
as if they know not to go on the sidewalk, which was bullshit. They didn't. Okay. And all of a sudden I hear, and I looked, I said, I turned around, I ran so fast, my kids were like, what? And I was like, snakes.
Oh my
they,
God.
they saw it, like, no, I did. Let me tell you what, I don't think we had all gotten in the car so fast. Bam! We were all seven of us. It was my six and me. And my original six pack, right? That's how long ago it was. And I said, no, I don't think we all got in that car so fast. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. No problem. But there's rattlesnakes. Not doing it. Not doing it. I don't like snakes at all. None of them. I don't. I mean, I don't know why. They scare me. I just I
Yeah,
can't
keep
do
your
it.
snakes.
You gotta. Nope. I don't care for them too much. Like that one night I came out here and there was one on the back porch here. All the years we've been here, what, 6 years almost? 6, going on 6. Never have I seen a snake back up here on this patio.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
I've never seen
So
a
that,
rattlesnake before.
never seen a rattlesnake?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw too many that day. Oh, hell no. I don't think that's safe. I don't even know why they have that. That shouldn't even exist. Are you kidding me? You can't tell me that there hasn't been some kind of incident. And good Lord, I could imagine taking my grandbabies over there. They'd be running all over the daggone place, stepping on rattlesnakes, getting bit and stuff. That is not safe. I just don't think. And the scorpions too? No, I don't
Now,
think so.
scorpions I seen, I lived in the South.
These are no. Absolutely not. Oh, just on you force fed it. No, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, sweetie. You'd have to starve if they had to be force fed because you're on your own. Fittest in the fit.
When my stepfather went to Arizona, he caught a tarantula and wrapped it just right and stuck it in his pocket and traveled on a plane with it, which I guess is against the law. But he had it for a couple of years afterwards in the tank. Yeah. So he put a tarantula in his pocket and brought it to Connecticut.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah,
the
who would
heck?
do that? He did, and then had a cage for it. He had a good little setup, and that sucker lived like 2 years, I think.
Wolfie would do something like that. Fancy's husband. He sure would. He loves those spiders. Yeah. I don't do snake. No. Absolutely not.
Ugh. Heebie-jeebies. I don't really mind garden snakes. They're not going to do anything. And that's what you mostly find around here.
They're just creepy. I don't like the way they move. I mean, they get all over the place. They go fast, but don't even have feet. It's ridiculous. Should not happen.
So not even a toy snake is allowed in my house.
Oh my gosh. She said she had a really. Oh, well, I'm sorry he was sick, I guess. I don't know. Oh no, you got a lot of. Oh, just don't. Oh, I can't do snakes. I'm sorry. We just don't. And we have to be careful because we have a lot of copperheads around here.
Mm.
So they have to. They get, they get gone. Anybody around here sees one, they kill it because they're not. They're dangerous.
If you hear noise, my husband's in the other room singing.
Was that him?
Oh, you heard it? He's like, come on, come on, come on. I don't know what rest of what he
I'm a
said.
chameleon.
Yeah, maybe that's what he was saying.
Uh-huh.
One of the most. Yeah, I've heard. It's that one. What's it? What is the name of that snake? The black one that if you have just a little tidbit of the venom, you're dead within seconds. What is that one
Black
called?
mamba.
Mom.
Black
Yes. Yes. You knew what I was talking about.
Oh, that son of a bitch just left to take the dogs out without telling me. Oh, he knows I
Uh-oh.
don't like him walking dogs by himself.
Yeah, son of a
I'm gonna
biscuit
try to
eater.
call him. I bet you he left his phone here too.
Mm-hmm. Probably did. Probably
This
did.
is what he does. He takes out the hardest dog first, comes back. So when I give him hell, he's like, well, you can come with me and I take the little dog out. Well, just let me know. We'll take out both dogs at the same time instead of you doing it twice and then you can't breathe and your chest hurts and then, all that crazy stuff happens.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm calling
Gotta
him
be
right
careful.
now.
So, Miss Camp, what are you doing? You gotta be careful. Oh, see, peak rattlesnake season is March to October, Southern California.
Ooh,
So we don't have I don't think we have rattlesnakes up here. I know down south we do. I don't think we got them up here. I know we just got
You're in Texas. You are south.
No. I mean, seriously, we don't have down South Texas, like Midland down, El Paso, down south. Middle of the state down further, they got a problem with them, but not up here. We got, like I said, copperheads and water moccasins. That's what you have to watch out for.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm. You got to be real cautious with that. Water moccasins, especially, can be really aggressive.
Oh, Joyce, it is angina.
Yeah, Georgia got copperheads too. Yeah, they're nasty looking. We had a little baby one out in the driveway that night. This was a while back. My daughter, I don't know how the heck she saw it, but she did. And she went to open her door and she sees it underneath the car, and she came in and got us, and we all ended up going out there, and he still was there with his head all perched up. It was a little young one, but he wouldn't. I mean, he was like ready to strike, and it was like, what the heck? And my son, he said that he was 17 at the time. He said, that's a copperhead. That's got to go. And he sure did. He took care of that. I was like, whew, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Texas tornado knows you got copperheads and rattlesnakes down there. Don't you? You don't have water moccasins down there though.
You hear my one finger typing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man.
I'm messaging Joyce. I was responding to her.
Mm. Yeah, copperheads, man. They're bad news. We don't like them. I don't like any snakes. I'm pretty sure the one that was up here on the porch was just a black snake. Rat snake. We call them Texas rat snakes. And they're good because they eat all the bad snakes. They eat the water, they eat the copperheads, and those are the good snakes you want around. But unfortunately, they do look a lot like copperheads, And I look at it like this. They say, look at the shape of the head, look at the eyes, look at this and that. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Because if I get close enough to see something like that, one, I'm just going to have a heart attack and be dropped down, But two, I know what's going to happen. It's going to strike out. It's going to bite me. I'm going to end up in the ICU somewhere fighting for my life because it poisoned me with their venom, all because I was trying to detect whether it was a poisonous snake or not. Sorry. I'm just not doing it. I don't. I'm not getting close enough to see which shape eyes they have. The timber rattler snake is endangered. Well, you know what? They should all be endangered, in my opinion.
I think I'm gonna hop down though, because he should be back in a couple minutes, so I can help him walk the next
Oh.
dog and give him hell for trying to sneak
Yeah.
out of the house again.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, and
Sneaking
my
out.
office is right next to the door, so I can hear him as soon as he goes outside. Y'all could probably hear it too. He tried to play slick, but I know
Slick
his
Rick.
big old floppy feet. Boom, 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 boom.
Talladega. Talladega Nights. Getting ready to get the freak on.
All right, love y'all. I'll be in chat.
Love you.
Oh, I love you. Yeah. Well, I'm going to shut this down pretty soon, Charlie girl. You got anything else you want to say?
Nope. I do not.
I am tired. I'm telling you. I was up late with the babies. I'm just not cut out for this whole, infant stage anymore.
Oh, but he's
Warning
so
back.
cute.
Oh my God, he's adorable. But every time I had to get up and do something, he's, I was like, great. He's going to start saying yah too. So I'm 3
Oh,
yeah.
I love to hear him say that.
She's yeah, you help me. Yeah, eat. I'm hungry, eat. She kept saying you know how toddlers are, they eat all the time, constantly.
Mm-hmm.
She could constantly eat something. There you go. And I don't tell them no, I'm just here you go, you want this, you want that, here you go. Good healthy stuff. They have snacks too. Of course, last night, I got that box of ice for her, right? The popsicles.
Uh-huh.
And she managed to, I don't know how, but apparently, I gave her one and she ended up having another one and another one. And I don't know because I didn't give her the other two, but I guess she went in and took them. I don't know. And at one point, they said, hey, you've already had 3. I was like, what? Oh, crap, And I had to go hide them because she was demanding more. And remember, I offered her ice cream. Well, she didn't want it. But then about 15, 20 minutes later, I'm sitting down and she goes and she brings me the half gallon of ice cream. Yeah. Please. Okay, baby, here you go. So she got a little scoop of ice cream. And when you got a 2.5-year-old and a 3-year-old, one has one, the other has to have it too.
Right.
So, oh, the first birthday. Oh, I love those. Yeah, Eliza, they do. They get hungry all the time. Well, they're grown, but they're running around like crazy. My grandbabies, they have one speed and it's go, go, go. Anybody who has little ones, that is actually a speed.
Turbo.
Yep, turbo, go, go, go. That's it. And then it's crash and burn, go to sleep, But they get up in the morning, they hit the floor running. And they was all over the place today. They started fighting. I couldn't believe it because usually they get along, but they were arguing over the track thing that he has. I ended up because they started, like they was throwing punches. I was like, whoa! I said, hold on. I said, here, give me that. Like, yeah. So I took it and I put it up. I said, now, if you're gonna fight over anything else, I'm gonna take that away too. Let me tell you what, they didn't fight over anything else the rest of the day. I said, that's what I thought. I said, that's what I thought. They're like, oh crap. I don't know why they have to choose to fight over that, but I don't know. But you know how kids are.
Right. All right. Well, I will jump down so you can say your goodbyes.
Okay,
Everybody
you
have
can
a
say
good night.
y'all have a great, great night. Thank you for joining us. And if anybody has issues as to our reply and our response, then that's on you. If you don't like what you hear or you see over here, then you don't have to be here. And I'm not trying to be rude. Everybody who comes into this chat knows to be respectful, and that we do have our freedom of speech and freedom of opinions, and we try very hard to make sure that we honor that and we stand by our word on that. We are not going to change on that. We agree to disagree, and we're okay with that. So if you're not okay with that, this probably isn't the place for you. And I do feel sad for people who can't have a difference of opinion with someone and coexist with them and still understand and respect each other. Because at some point you may want to be able to have your opinion heard, and people may not want to hear it. So you guys have a great night, and hopefully Tuesday will be a great Taco Tuesday, baby. I think I might make tacos tomorrow. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll chat with y'all later.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop. This world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. Cause I'm gone in deep. Get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest. What's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process.
In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through. Yeah, I'm all in, and I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior.